but this is my review on Lucha Underground Season 2, Episode 13. The main event was Mil Muertes versus Matanza, and holy crap, that was awesome. That was a great main event. That was a war. That was awesome. I'm happy I saw that. Well, guys, let's just talk about it from top to bottom. Let's pull up my notes here, because I gotta keep my notes. So, like I said, we're halfway through the season. This is episode 13, so we got a couple of more episodes to go before the season wraps up, which is okay. But we opened up the show with Dario Cueto, bringing in Aerostar, Drago, and Phoenix. They were a trios tag team last year, but they got taken out of the tournament in their first match. And Dario, who remembers, oh my god, continuity, remembers it, tells them, you know what? You guys didn't prove yourself the first time. I doubt you'll do it again, so guess what? You're not a team. Instead, I'm going to take you, Phoenix, and put you in a trios team with Jack Evans and PJ Black. While Dario is putting Drago and Aerostar in a match one-on-one for the Aztec medallions. One of the Aztec medallions that make the gift of the Gods Championship. Sounds good to me. And of course, they didn't like this, but guess what? They can't do nothing about it. So Dario says that it's Drago versus Aerostar up first, and that's the first match we got. And I like this match. First off, I always like seeing Drago and Aerostar wrestle each other because, their 5-on-5 series last year was amazing. They have proven to us they can have great matches, and, anytime I get to see it again, it's awesome. And unlike the WWE, yes, I'm taking a shot at WWE, Lucha Underground doesn't overdo their matches. They don't wear out their welcome. We don't see it over and over and over and over again. No, we just see it. We see it a couple of times and that's it. And then when we get it again, it feels fresh. And the story of this match is that instead of being mortal enemies, they're best friends fighting each other now. So when Aerostar gets a leg injury in the match, Drago shows sympathy. He actually takes it easy on him. And I love how, because he was taking it easy on him, the match flipped. It was Drago dominating the match, and then the moment he showed sympathy, Aerostar started getting some offense on him. And in the end, Aerostar beats him with, first off, a very sweet springboard code breaker. Knees to the face buster. It was awesome. And then he hits him with that springboard spaceman splash that was really sweet. And he pins him. Aerostar beats Drago because Drago shows some sympathy, and he gets the Aztec medallions. Let's see where that leads. That could lead to something in the future. But that was great. I love seeing that. And I'm gonna assume they're still friends. Maybe not. If it isn't, oh well, we'll get a feud out of it. So next up, we got Johnny Mundo training, hitting what seems to be one of those, I don't know what you call those big planks with leggings sticking out of them, but he's training. And Taya shows up and says, damn, you look good. Is it possible for you to look better than how you looked last week? And Johnny Mundo's like, oh yeah. That's him. He's a, oh yeah. And so, what did he say? He talked about pretty much how he asked Taya to go tell Dario to give him an Aztec medallion because he's awesome. He doesn't have to work for it. Well, Taya comes back and tells him, yeah, you can have the Aztec medallion if you fight Cage next week inside a cage. Cage in a cage. I want him in a cage. Put me in a cage. That's Ric Flair, by the way, in his feud with Triple H. So Johnny Mundo is now going to face Cage, the man they call Cage, in a cage match next week for the Aztec medallion. Cool with me. And I think after that we got, is that when we got the Disciples of Death versus Jack Evans? Yes, that is. So we have the final round one match for the Trios Championship in the Trios Tournament. It is the Disciples of Death taking on Phoenix, Jack Evans, and PJ Black. I have to say this. First off, great showcasing from all six men. But ever since Jack Evans came to Lucha Underground, I've been waiting for him to let loose. He's been holding back. He's been playing the heel character. He's not supposed to be liked, so he has to be despised. And for him to not be liked, he has to pull back on his in-ring ability. But in this match, we got to see the real Jack Evans come out, and I loved it. It was awesome. Jack Evans showed us just a little bit of what he can do, and it was great. I am so happy to let him let loose, and I hope they continue to let him let loose further along in the tournament. Because this is now the new dysfunctional tag team. This is the new Angelico, Evilise, and Son of Havoc. They were the dysfunctional tag team last year. Now it's Phoenix, PJ Black, and Jack Evans. I love how PJ Black and Jack Evans did all they could to keep Phoenix out of the match until the Disciples were kicking their ass and they had no choice but to let Phoenix wrestle. And when they started letting him wrestle, they got the offense, they got the momentum on their side, and they started winning, and they started actually getting stuff over the Disciples. And then eventually, guess what? They won! Phoenix, PJ Black, and Jack Evans continue along in the tournament. They are now officially in the tournament, and they're going into round 2. Cool! Like it. Like I said before, Jack Evans, he's awesome. I'm happy that they're letting loose. My laptop almost fell over right there. I'm happy that didn't happen, because I need my laptop. So, it's just awesome. Good stuff. And Katrina was not happy. She wasn't happy at all. But that's okay, because she got the main event. Mil Muertes versus Matanza for the Lucha Underground Championship. Holy crap. What a fight. That was a war. First off, I love how Lucha Underground does such a great job of setting things up and making them feel special. Ever since Matanza came in, anybody that tried to take him down failed. They could not even bring him to his knees. Every single offensive move they threw at him, he just shoved off or wasn't taken down by it. Nobody was able to bring him down to his knees off his feet. He just dominated everybody. Well, here comes freaking Mil Muertes. Mil Muertes not only gets some offense on him, he takes him off his feet. He throws him around. It was a war. And it meant a big deal. It made Mil Muertes feel even more powerful, even better than how he looked before. Because Dario Cueto was like, oh my god, how are you doing this to Matanza? This is Matanza, goddammit. And you know, it's great stuff. It was a fight. And man, was it ever. It was a brawl. Dario Cueto got hurt. Katrina kinda got hurt. It's one of those things where it's like they were destroying everyone in their path. They went through the crowd. They used a chair, got some weapons, and it was a fight. So, the moment of the night, they fight all the way up onto Dario Cueto's roof, right? So, I think it was Mil Muertes, who tries to throw Matanza off the roof. And of course, he stops him. And then Cueto's like, oh my god, don't you do it. Then, when, Matanza starts getting some offense, here comes Mil grabbing his ass and then flatliners him through the roof, and they both fall straight through the roof of Cueto. Now, last season, Mil Muertes powerbombed Phoenix through the roof, but I don't remember ever seeing two people go through the top of the roof. So it looked a lot more devastating than Phoenix being powerbombed through it. It was crazy. And after that happened, you saw Cueto like, no! And of course, Katrina was in shock. And I love how they both looked at each other. Cueto, with the key on his chest, raises it up to Katrina from on top of the roof, and Katrina raising the stone up, the Rosetta Stone, and they both scream, war! This means war! So apparently this feud is going to continue, and I am happy about it. That is real cool. That's real cool in my book. You know what I'm saying? This was a great match. I love this. This was exactly what it needed to be. We're going to continue this fight, and one of them eventually has to fall. We'll see who it is, though. That's really cool. Last thing, we end the show with that chief. I don't know her name. If anybody can tell me her name, but it's the boss of Officer Reyes or Cortez Castro and Joey Ryan, Officer Ryan. And she's confronted by some mysterious executive who tells her, you best close your case. You best close your case right now because Dario Cueto got someone powerful than the mayor protecting him. So apparently Dario Cueto has someone much more powerful than the mayor protecting him, and he has the power to shut down the entire police department. Damn. So he tells her, you better cut this case off if you know what's best for you. And she said, nope, I'm gonna continue what I want to do. You can't make me do anything. And when he leaves, she gets angry and hits the desk. So I wonder who it is. Who you guys think it is? Who you think is the mysterious power protecting Dario Cueto? Great episode. Loved it. Once again, Lucha Underground proves it is the premier show to watch. Consistently giving us good episodes. Consistently. Loved it. Give me your thoughts down below about Lucha Underground. Give me your thoughts about this recording over my cell phone. Do you prefer my laptop? If not, let me know. But as I said, still recording, not recording, but rendering my Wednesday Ramblings episode. It's almost done. But I will see you guys at my next Lucha Underground review. This is your boy, the Lex Man, signing off.